race to the night so we can see the end in sight. We're gonna shout it out to the sky. When I look into your eyes, I can see no better light than love.
Hello everybody. I see Goldie, Atoki, Cinder, Alan, Art, JT, and Colin. Welcome everyone. Hopefully the audio's okay. Hopefully everything's good here. It's been a while. Thanks for all tuning in. We'll get started with the stream and actually hunting here in a second, but just wanted to say hey, just wanted to catch up. But yeah, how's everyone been doing? Hey Silver, what's going on? Gabby, welcome. Juan, welcome. Shy. Hey everybody, it's good to see everyone. It's been what, 3 months now or something crazy like that. But yeah, good to see everyone. How have you been? I've been all right. But yeah. So I was quite busy for I guess from mid-February until now. So just kind of wanted to give an update on that. Yeah, so I mentor. Sorry, I'm gonna smack the crap out of this mic. But yeah, so I've just been busy with a bunch of stuff. I help with a robotics team that their competition season runs from January to April. Look at when my stream stopped and when they started again. But yeah, so that's the main thing I was doing. I've been still doing a lot of racing stuff. And in general, I just kind of needed a break. I think that's the big one I want to say before we get in, is more so just I don't know if anyone could tell, but those late January, mid-February streams, I was stretched thin, about to burn out. So it was just kind of for my sake that I took a break instead of pushing through until probably end of March and then just giving up for another year and a half like I did before. So this should be a little bit better. Yeah, a much shorter break, but good to be back. Several month hiatus is traditional now, but this one was shorter one. Music's loud compared to my voice. I did try messing with some stuff. Hopefully that's a little bit better. Because what I did is I turned my mic down. I was peaking like crazy with this mic before, so I turned that down. I hadn't turned anything else down around it, so hopefully that's better. Away from stream for so long that you got shiny Lugia since your last stream. Congrats on the Lugia, Cinder. You're totally not Yoki. Twoki's totally not a nickname. Definitely not. Gotta show you Cabalion and Shield today while playing a game based on the Backrooms meme. Oh, got you. But yeah, no, I'm happy to be back. I'm happy to see everyone. I don't want to delay the game for too long, so we're gonna hop in here. I need to turn this way down though. Oh, that's not loud. This is loud. I'm silly. Why is the game so loud and why is it not turning down? It's on the TV. So I'll turn the game back up a little bit. We'll see if that works. But yeah, hope everyone's doing well. So I'm not actually 100% sure on how to start SHAYMIN. It involves the Oaks letter, right? Like, I think I'm in the right area. But I think, what? We just need to actually use the letter. Okay, this is to go 224. Okay, so we're gonna find Oak real quick. Somewhere out here. Get Oak slower than go to Route 224, super long, fire back. Yeah. Just head north. Got you. Yeah. I just want to make sure. We're also going to end up setting up some custom controls for today. Basically, the controls we would usually use for like. I'm in the right area, right? 224. Can you runaways from SHAYMIN? Okay, cool. That was a good Splatoon battle. You know it won. I definitely have booted Splatoon in the past 4 years at some point. The last time I played Splatoon definitely isn't before you started watching the streams. There we go. I'm gonna go ahead and save here. What do you think about the whole Elon Musk Twitter thing? I don't personally use Twitter all that much. I know most of the stuff around it is political style stuff, so I don't know. I don't have much of an opinion outside of it's kind of funky that it seems like every billionaire needs to own a like social media company. Who do I express my thanks? Yes. Hey Kevin, what's going on? Welcome to the stream. How are you doing today? Don't use Twitter. I barely use it, you know. Probably good choices, but maybe your Raiko for yours. There you go. Alright, so I need to save here because I know we're doing runaways. Settings, isn't it? It's been a while. Change button mapping. Left Joy-Con. I'm gonna see what buttons I need first. Because I know there's no way this is gonna work all stream. Like, I can hold it, but it hurts. So we're not doing that. Yeah, I mean, this is a whole thing, but yeah, so we'll go down the path here, we'll get set up. So it's a runaway, like, so for the runaway, I just need to like enter battle, say nope, leave battle, and come back in. Is that all it is? Hey, Trainer Joker, welcome to the stream, how you doing? Everyone originally knows Elon Musk, which means there's a high chance you'll see him at some point. Could be better. I got you, I got you. Yeah, my cousin worked at Tesla for a while, like in an internship, and he was like, "Oh, I saw Musk." This is before I knew who he was. I'm like, neat. So we just like go into battle. And about to run away, leave the arrow, go back to the long path, and return the chase will be back. Okay, cool. I just need to make sure I can do it all with this controller. It's green Sonic. Reaction video for it. Oh. Okay, so I should save right now, right? If I make this A, then we're okay. It's just annoying with the hand brace on, or the wrist brace, to have to like actually use the controller. So I just want to have A on this. Now that I have that, we're good. But yeah, it's good to be shiny hunting again. It's been months. It's been several months now. But yeah, it's good to see everyone. I think this is a fun hunt. So much has happened with Pokemon since I like last did anything with it. This little thing, what, Scarlet and Violet got announced, I think, are the names of them, if I'm remembering correctly. Like, a lot's happened with Pokemon since I've done stuff. Excited for Gen 9? Yeah! I feel better about it now than I did when it was announced. I've mentioned it, like I said, I was a little bit burned out with Legends and stuff. I wasn't enjoying it as much. So it was kind of nice to take a break, and now that I'm back, I have a bit more positive perspective on it. Grass Stars are beloved, yes. You gonna get a second Switch for that game? Why is that? What's your reasoning for a second Switch? Sprigatito's is funny as starting name. I like it. It's cute. The starters, and I do like the starters. I think like that's something that's something that's been consistent since they were announced. I do like the look of the starters. I don't have access to your brothers. You wouldn't when it drops. Ah, I see. Highland Alchemist Viking, welcome to the stream. Finished Bloodborne and now you're starting Elden Ring. Nice. I need to play more Elden Ring. I got like slightly far into it. Yo, Highland Alchemist Viking. Thank you for becoming a member. Member hype in the chat, guys. Thank you, Cam. I appreciate it. Spree2 is adorable, but you're probably picking Koi Coco. Yeah, so you can't. I got you. I got you. Member hype. Heck yeah. You need to dual hunt things when you can? Fair enough. I respect it. A new roulette, baby. A returning roulette. Hype, 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 yeah! I had to take a break. Hey, that's fair. That's fair, I understand. I also had to take a break. I just started... Today's the first day back streaming, so, you know. I don't blame anyone who, you know... At any point doesn't renew membership. I totally get it. You don't have to, especially like in months when I'm not streaming. If anything, massive thank you to everyone who continues to support it while I take breaks. But yeah, no, there's no pressure or anything for that. So. But yeah, thank you. I seriously appreciate that. Yeah, so what else happened? I guess, yeah, Elden Ring's a thing now. I don't know if Elden Ring was out when I stopped streaming or if it was like just about to be out. I think it was just about to be out. So I've played a little bit of Elden Ring. I've been playing Lego Star Wars the past few weeks. That's been kind of my big game. Why does Shaymin sound so funny to you? I don't know. I don't know what your humor is. Hello, it's been a while. Yeah, welcome back, Vanillix. Welcome, welcome. Yeah, I've seen you more recently, I guess, than some of the people in chat. I've seen a few of you guys more recently with the that one Twitch stream I did, but outside of that, it's been like 3 months or something since I streamed. Close to that, I guess like 2 months, right? Because Legends had been out 2.5 months or something like that. 1 year membership? Ayy! Playing Lego Star Wars 2 is so good. Yeah, I'm working my way through just like beating all the story missions, and then I'm gonna go back and work on clearing out, like, you know, getting the bricks and all that stuff. That Twitch room was fun. Oh, I had a blast with that. I want to do more like silly stuff like that. Soon. I would love to do it soon. It's been a while. You changed your username, so you forget, and haven't been watching much of your streams lately. Hey, all good, all good. Welcome, welcome. How you doing, Rui Dada? Been playing Horizon Zero Dawn Frozen Wilds DLC. Cool. Hope you've been enjoying that. More Mario Kart streams. They have to be the try-hard Mario Kart streams, though, right? We gotta break the seat back out. Would be gone for Wingle Spotlight Hour and go, but you got your shiny earlier, so that's great. Hey, congrats, Silver Belt. That's awesome. Hey, Rose Girl, how's it going? Gotten a few shinies trying to get Rock Rough with own tempo. Nice, before your sister finishes school for the summer. Currently at 9,000. Well, I hope you find it soon. That's like double odds. Savage on Mario Kart. Full gear. I need a full like fire suit for the next one, right? No, that was a lot of fun. That was a lot of fun. I enjoyed it greatly. One time you didn't rage at Mario Kart. Yeah, it was a lot of fun playing with everyone. I want to do more like streams like that where we interact with viewers and stuff. Do it with members or something like that. Find out ways to. I know that was something we kind of talked about back like late 2021, early 2022. But it never came to fruition. Just because, like I said, I had kind of started burning out, so it just like was a needed break. But now that I'm back, hopefully we can kind of do that stuff. So it'd be fun. It'd be a lot of fun to do that kind of stuff. Yeah. Been hunting own tempo ref. You're about 1,500 for it. Though finally catching up with Sword and Shield Center DLC, starting some hunts. Nice. Yeah, I could probably do with doing a few more like Sword and Shield hunts, Legends hunts, because I know like the last stream I did was right before they added the like new version of Mass Outbreaks, whatever they ended up being like officially called Massive Mass Outbreaks or something. Those, I think, changed the dynamic of it a lot. It'd be interesting to do those on stream in some way or another. But I did want to start off with something a bit more traditional, a bit more simple coming back. Bring back Among Us when we were on Discord. I feel like the last time we played Among Us on Discord, it ended in an incredibly awkward, like, vibe and incredibly high tension, so I don't know. I don't know about Among Us. You guys can start your own games. I don't know if I'm going to sanction them anymore. One of the shinies you got for that charity event you mentioned was an Applin after only 670 berry trees. Nice! Second member of DTQ with Square Bunny being the first. But you also got so many shinies. Mario Maker Mondays, please. That's Juan's line, JT. Hey, yeah, Juan. Legend got so stale that I stopped playing after a couple of shinies caught. I don't, like, it's one of those things, I haven't actually beaten, like, I don't have Arceus in Legends Arceus, is how I can, like, put it. Again, nothing against the game, I just kind of, that was one of my fears going in, and one of the reasons why I had mentioned, like, my biggest concern for Legends was not having another game to fall back on. And it's just because, like, Legends, it was really kind of cool. It was interesting to see how it played out at first. But that open world style of game doesn't grab me as much as, like, traditional Pokemon does. Music's a bit loud to my voice. Okay, I can do that now still. Yeah, there's just a lot of tuning I have to do. I mess with my mic some. Hopefully that's better. Blood Penguin is on the Wii. Welcome to the stream. Feel so bad for nitpicking it? No, please do. If there's audio issues, let me know. It's one thing I do want to do better with the streams, because I know I've had it set in certain ways before. But one of the big things is trying to keep my mic from peaking while also keeping like I don't want the volume to go too high, but I don't want it to fall below anything else. So yeah, if there's issues, for sure, like, let me know. Speed. Yes. To be honest, Masses kept doing Pokemon Loop, been bored of the main series in the community lately. I haven't really followed anything in the community per se recently. Just lurking, I won't work if I have new music. Hey, I've missed the streams. It's good to be back. It's good to be doing them. I don't know what my schedule will be for the next little bit. Like I know this week is pretty busy. Like I was just trying to find it. I was trying to find a day last week to start streaming, and then like every day filled up with something. And I'm kind of like, oh yeah, this is why like part of why I took that break was just because there's only so much I can do in that situation, right? Where it's like, well, all these other things have come up. And like that's the kind of thing where it's like that usually is what would stress me out, is having to deal with, well, I scheduled a stream now, how do I do this? But so we'll see. I think we're gonna start with kind of the similar mindset I had like last January when I started back up. Which is what led to me doing it for like over a year straight. So like I kinda wanna, you know, keep that up or start there again because it seemed to work. Basically, any day that I can make a stream work, I'll try to make a stream work. But I won't like stick to a hard schedule for the moment. I've still got some things wrapping up. I'm still trying to figure out some times for other stuff. There's potentially some other karting leagues I'm gonna run in. That'll be like Wednesday nights or something, or might be like Tuesdays to Thursdays. I'm not sure. So that'll play into it. I know like my work has started kind of going back into the office. And technically that would be on Tuesdays, so I don't know how that works with streams and whatnot. So we'll see. We'll see what the schedule, what falls into our schedule for us. Paid little to no attention to the community. Pokemon's at a pretty low point right now. I mean, I wouldn't call it a low point. I think we're kind of in that like, and I don't think this is bad, right? Like I'm not saying this is bad, but we're at a point where like people are satisfied with the games that are out. So there's not a lot to talk about, right? Like people are satisfied with the games that are out. There's an announcement of a new game this year, but it's not super big yet. So it's like, I think we're in a pretty neutral state for Pokemon, which is better than where we were pre-BDSP. You know, like I don't think a lot of people are complaining about any of the new games. I think BDSP came out, and a lot of people were like, "Oh, this is so like repetitive. It's not new." And then Legends came out, and it was super new. You've given a game to both like to two parts of the community right now, and I think in general the community's fairly okay. So I think we're in an okay spot at the moment. I think it's calm. I wouldn't say it's like dead or like boring or anything. It's just calm. But again, this might be because I haven't listened to anything in it. Prevent getting burnout, maybe do stuff on the side like what we did before. That's what I'm thinking. Not every stream needs to be Pokemon. We can figure out a way to do other stuff. So yeah, I definitely would like to try doing some more stuff. Finally doing Dynamax Adventure Hunts. Really hope that they have something like that in Gen 9. Just an engaged way to hunt. Kind of agree it's nice to have what's basically multiplayer shiny hunts. Hate that it's the only way to hunt Gen 7 legendaries as of right now. Only way to hunt Gen 7 legendaries, and not even all of them! You still can't get Cosmog or Cosmo them! Wormholes are an easy way to encounter legendaries. More wormholes, less mentally engaging tasks that force you to hunt. It increased the HUDs. Yeah, I guess that's the one thing for you, Cinders. You don't have, like, full odds multiplayer shiny hunting. Hey, Beck, what's going on? Welcome back. Thank you. Good to be back. It's genuinely really good to be streaming again. It's been so long. So it's nice. It's really is nice to be streaming. Channel and community would build around Pokemon, but doing the same thing over and over, burn someone out. I mean, yeah, but at the same time, like, part of the burnout ends up being when you do change something, the numbers, as much as you don't look at numbers and whatnot, the numbers don't respond negatively to that, and it's not a happy feeling in your brain when your brain sees the numbers down, so like then you stick with your stuff more. But no, I think that's where it's like, I just need to have the time to branch out, because I want the main thing I do to still kind of be this stuff at the moment. But in my head it's kind of like, well, maybe we try using Twitch as kind of like our variety streaming platform, and like YouTube can still be this or something, or there's different ways to go about it, there's different things to do with it, but I just don't know if I have the time at the moment to invest in doing all those things, right? Because like you start streaming multiple times on Twitch to hit the Twitch like partnership marks, while also streaming on YouTube enough for your channel to stay in the algorithm, and it's like then you're streaming all but like 1 day a week, which I've done before. It's not the most fun most of the time. I also have a lot more activities outside of streaming now that would make it even more of a like stressful to try to fit everything in. So we'll see what the plan ends up being. Hey Z4, what's going on, man? Here's an idea of a game to stream, Omori. I've heard about Omori. I don't know if it's a game for me, but I've heard it's a good game. They force you to do something like Max Adventures in order to hunt Zacian in Gen 9. I swear to God, you're gonna... If you want to take another 2-year break from shiny hunting. Yeah, I don't know. Crumbug, welcome to the stream. Been shiny hunting Kartana for over a week now. Hope you get it soon. Best of luck. I'm gonna check my print real quick. I'm printing like this weird little optical illusion thing. I think it's going okay. That's all I can say. I think it's going okay. So much happened since you've been gone. I know. It's good that the content warnings should be taken very seriously. That's what I've heard. Try hunting Pokemon with the key charm effect in Gen 4. That's like the opposite of what Cinder would want to do. So, the biggest thing that's happened in the world is Mountain Dew made spicy Mountain Dew. I bought a case to try it, and now I have a case that I have to finish. Is about my review of it. The Flaming Hot Mountain Dew. Is it good? It's not like I said, I'm finishing it. I'm not buying more, and I'm not throwing it out. The spice is just a little bit of spice that hits the back of your throat. It just feels hot. And aside from that, it just tastes like Mountain Dew to me. How does that work? Like, it's I guess it's supposed to just be like flaming hot, like the like super hot Doritos, right? Like those Lyman, you know, like super hot Doritos. Theoretically, I don't know. It's Mountain Dew. We gotta slam all of the gamer foods into a single can. That's the fun part of getting the cute charm glitch. Will either give you the opposite of full odds or spicy full odds. That's the fun part about getting the cute charm effect. Legit, yeah. So it's like, yeah, it falls into the same category of like random flavors that something like I would say the like Starlight Coca-Cola does, the space flavored one, where it's not great. It's intriguing enough of a concept to get a couple people to buy it, and then it's not bad, so they're not like, this is disgusting. But it's not necessarily good either. It doesn't have to be. All it has to be is good enough that you don't say it's bad, and from there you just say it tastes weird, because it does, and that convinces, then I say that, and then all you go and buy it, and that's the whole business model of these things. Same thing with like Starlight, where it's like, it's interesting, it's different, and it's not offensive enough for someone to say it's bad, but it's not good enough that they have to keep making it in a month. Taquitos in a can. Key charm glitch, but the 1 in 24,576 odds. Sounds like a blast. Starlight Coke's interesting, that's your review. You're an anti-soda, so it's gross. Hey, that's fair, Beck, that's fair. Curiosity got the best of me. Is that acidic spice like a Coke Dusty? No, it's like... So it has everything that a normal Mountain Dew does, plus the feeling of coughing while eating something spicy. Right? Where you get like the capsaicin in the back of your throat for a second and your throat burns. That's what it is. People have opinions, yeah. Yeah. Like, that's how I would describe it. I've heard people describe it like the burn you get from alcohol, but I don't drink alcohol, so I wouldn't know. So I don't know about that comparison. But yeah, it's basically like right at the back of your throat, there's a slight burn for like half a second. And that's the only difference I can find between it and like Mountain Dew when I'm already a little bit tired of Mountain Dew. Pepsi did something with similar Pepsi Spice? Well, that's Pepsi, so who cares? Granted, it's probably exactly what they did. Mountain Dew is made by Pepsi, so... Alcohol tastes bad in your opinion, don't know if people like it. Spoiler alert, not really for the taste. You tried Nitro Pepsi? No, I don't drink Pepsi. Absolutely no way that you're the only person who's ever wondered about Q-Charm. Like, about specifically getting the more difficult Q-Charm? Probably not. There's probably people out there. Not for taste, only the effect. The taste is the compromise. I hadn't even heard of Nitro Pepsi before, so I would have had no way to have tried it. This message you sent before the one, I wonder if there's a TID and SID that results in Q-Charm maintaining the 1 in 8192 while also giving you the benefits of Q-Charm? I wonder. I missed that message, but yeah, I wonder about that, Cinder. Like, the math, theoretically, the math should work, right? You do enjoy a light Russian from time to time? Fair enough. You guys tried Pepsi and Coke at the same time? No. That's a you thing, Juan. Oh, it's nitrogen infused, so it smells a little more creamy. I don't want a creamy soda, though. That's not what I get sodas for. I get sodas for the carbonation. You're tired, it's only 6:32. I feel that. I feel that. My body never really adjusted to early meetings. My early meetings have stopped, though, for the most part. Yeah, for the most part, my early meetings have stopped, which is great. What's not great is the reason is I'm the only developer on my team at the moment. Basically, I was the only full-time salaried developer. Everyone else on my team was a contractor, and all of their contracts ended at the end of April. So I'm just like on my own right now. So yeah, that's a fun one. I'm gonna get it now. All right, Seb. Let's see. Vaguely tastes like a float. Oh no! Right? We learned this like a week and a half before the end of April. So that was fun. It was really fun waking up yesterday, the first day that I was the only developer on the team, and apparently fires started over the weekend, and they're all like, the team that caused them, my team apparently, needs to fix them. Like, the person who like actually implemented that's gone. I've been, like, I have not been out of college for 5 years. Like, I am junior dev. I am baby. I cannot hold a whole site on hands. Hey, Splash, you got $300 Lego set? Nice, what set? There's multiple of those. Or, not unfortunately, but interestingly. That sounds making you grab your DS Lite to play Platinum again? Do it! Do it! You got a shiny female Combi and PLA on accident? There are no accidents. Just happy Darkberry Dr. Pepper's back. I've never had that. Definitely you're the only person who's ever wondered that, but it's another thing to look into. As to losing, keep trying to get female shinies, yeah. Ninjago City Gardens, cool. But yeah, so I guess like my last stream was mid-February sometime. I don't know if it was before or after birthday, but it was mid-February. So yeah, it's been 2.5 months since we streamed. What's everyone's life been like? What are new things? I know I've asked, I haven't really said much from me. But yeah, what have things been like? We can get into stuff. Dead serious, you were wanting, any shiny alphas are running around and just appeared, still no shiny alpha. Oh yeah, no, I know like you didn't like intentionally get it, but like, it was just a gift, not an accident, right? A lot, yeah. Oh yeah, a lot's happened for me, working your booty off, getting overtime. Hey, there you go. You met new friends. Hey, that's awesome. That's awesome. Been busy. I got you. I got you. Yeah, yeah, so like I said, the big one I did, the main reason for kind of taking a break from the streams as far as like using my time out, was I just hit it with like my swollen fingers. But like the big one I spent time doing was helping that robotics team. I had posted some links to streams and competitions they were in, and just in general some competitions that were happening. Just because, hey, that's what I've been up to. That was a lot of fun. It's fun helping out the team, getting back into it some. So that was good. They did well, making it really far in every competition, always making it to the elimination rounds after qualifying. Always making it pretty far, and always seeming to put up the biggest fight with the team that eventually won. So it's like, hey, that's pretty solid. You got the best grades of your class on math. Nice! You got a shiny Cricketot and a shiny Drifloon doing that? Hey, sweet! Hey, Mitchie, what's going on? Welcome to the stream. What do you call fish with no eyes? So many outages. 5 switches at work died. Huge Ruba ones. Oof. How do those all die at the same time? Oh, did you get your 5th shiny Bibarel from your Zora hunt? Still no Zora? Is this the new Lugia, Cinder? But yeah, so I did that. I did the robot stuff, which was obviously kind of fun. I'm trying to tuck these. I need scissors. I don't own scissors, guys, so that's kind of sad, right? I'm trying to cut like the straps on these just super long, and I don't need them, so I'm trying to cut them. Levani Tribe, welcome to the stream. They're all installed at the same time, I guess, just to end of life, yeah. It's unfortunate that they all went out at the same time. How do I not own scissors? I don't know. Scissors are one of those items that you never think to buy, because how could you not own them? And then you need them and you realize you don't have them. Right? Like, everyone... Like, that's, like, exactly that, right? How could you not? Everyone owns scissors. So I never think when I'm at the store to go over to the office supply section and grab scissors. So then we're in this perpetual situation. Tape 2 knives together. Mostly been working, trying to get that cash, fair enough. Go to Walmart. See, that's the thing, I'll go to Walmart, I'll get food, or I'll get whatever else. But scissors are never on my list, because I never need scissors. The first time I've needed Amazon... I'm not gonna go buy scissors on Amazon. I don't know. Got a shiny Trico on your corrupt emerald cartridge, but your save corrupted? No! Rip, Seb. Right, you know, you are right, like, but the thing is, I'm not gonna order them on Amazon midstream, and I'm not gonna think about it after stream. But also, I have lived on my own for, not counting college, I graduated from college 3 years ago, or 3 years ago minus 1 day. Yeah, so effectively, I've been out of college for 3 years. The first time I've needed scissors is for a wrist brace. I don't deal with paper enough to need scissors. Most of the things I need to cut are like zip ties or just things that in general like side clippers work for. Like I either need outdoor scissors, like you know, lawn care stuff, or I need like wire cutting stuff. I don't need paper cutting stuff. Scissors are like $2 on Amazon. I know that like they're cheap. It's not a matter of like, oh, I shouldn't get scissors. This is the same thing as there is a 3D printer sitting right there, running. If you asked me to print something out with ink on paper, I'd have to go to the store to buy a printer. I don't own a paper printer. I own a 3D printer though. Like I don't need these things regularly. At 8,500 or 8,057 resets. Man, I'm so sorry, sir. That's awful. Big sad Strico, yeah. This is an intervention? No, this is technology. Who uses... like I said, I don't do... And I was gonna say, no. The only other times I've gone, gee, I need scissors, is wrapping Christmas presents. Maybe this is an intervention, okay? Maybe this is an intervention. Because my solution every year, when I do go, I don't own scissors, what the heck, but I own wrapping paper, is, I'll get a steak knife and just, like, run it under the paper like you would with an open pair of scissors and cut the paper. Cutting tags. I don't know the last time I've bought clothes that have a tag on them. Most clothes now I get are like tagless. Like they just have it like silk screened into the shirt. Any of the information that needs to be on it. And if you're talking like cutting the tags off, they're held in with little plastic things. Like I don't have scissors, but most of the tiny things I need to cut, these work for. Right? Like just little side snips. But I don't... There's very few things where I need, like, scissors for. Like, office scissors. Let's rip off the tag. And even before, when I had tags on stuff, I just left the, just like the tags in the back of the shirt. Those just stayed on. 3D print some scissors, the real solution here. I should 3D print a paper printer. Should they have a Tales of Solo project? I don't know. I haven't seen either of the Sonic movies. I've heard the second one's really good. Imagine not having scissors couldn't be me. How do you open boxes? Like the tape on boxes? If you pull hard enough, the tape shears. Darkness ripping them. I either do that, or what I'll do is I'll stab the tape with, like, the key, with, like, a key that I don't use a lot. Like, I think I just use, like, the key that goes to the, like, center console in my old car. That's worthless for anything else. I just, like, will pop the tape with that, slide it along, and tear it, and then I can, like, tear the ends of the tape. Here, it goes along enough so you can stab the tape with the thumbnail. See? Sell the 3D printer to buy scissors. But I like the printer. It makes cool things. Fake nails for life. Go catch a scissor. Yeah, there we go. Make Pokemon real. Keep scissor. Avoid having to buy scissors. Maybe we can use scissors for so much else. I guess that's really the thing. I say, like, I have, like, you know, side cutters that are for, like, wire cutting or for just general, like, trimming of, like, hobbyist kind of projects and stuff, like small things, or I have, like, decently sized rounded cutters for cutting larger things. And then I have, like, you know, shears for, like, trimming bushes and stuff. But anything that I usually need to, like, cut or tear that is small and is, like, the size that, like, normal scissors that we're discussing here would be good for, that I would use. The only time that I need those, a knife works. And so I just use a knife. You're giving Knuckles a show, so you think giving Tails a show will be fear? Like, you mean it'll happen? Maybe. Streamers effectively become the shiny nuts of SHAYMIN to please the scissor gods. I think we're just shaming me and, like, realizing that maybe my life isn't as put together as I thought it was. So I play chess. I am horrible at chess. I missed the years where chess was, like, the thing. Which apparently, I guess, like, after I graduated high school and was, like, most of the way through college, chess became, like, the thing that, like, everyone did, like, in class, like, on their phones. Instead of playing other games or doing whatever, it's playing chess. That's neat. Thank God I missed that. I am horrible at chess. My brain doesn't work that way. Like, I like solving puzzles that are, like, logic puzzles and reduce themselves over time, like, towards the correct answer. Or, like, chess, the further forward you think, the more, like, things you have to think about. Does not work for me. I'm horrible at it. I feel like you have something against scissors. No, I don't have anything against them. I just don't have many uses for them. And I also procrastinate enough that eventually, like, the thing that I need scissors for just passes. Oh, I got a wrist brace yesterday. And I'm complaining that, like, after tightening it a little bit more, the straps are long. I don't need to wear a wrist brace indefinitely. I'll complain about it for a week, and then I won't have to wear it anymore. Maybe 2 weeks, and then it'll be done. Maybe if it goes on for 2 weeks, then I'll get one. I'll get scissors. But as soon as it's off and I don't have to, like, care about it, like Fire Emblem, which is like fake chess. It's a personal thing for basic household objects. If I don't need it, I don't get it. I just want scissors. I don't need scissors. But I needed a 3D printer. That's how this all works, right? Last week you were trying to catch a normal Giratina for 1 hour. 40 kill your team, you'd run out of quick balls, ultra balls, so when you got the DS just froze on you. No! That's awful. But yeah, so I think if the scissors shaming is over, what else has happened? I see that, like, a big thing that I've been doing is I've been doing a lot of racing still. For those of you who have been around since before I took the break, y'all know that I do that. For those of you who are new or are unaware, I race go-karts as, like, a hobby. I don't own my own kart yet. I've just been doing, like, rental tracks and stuff. I got into it, like, 9 months ago now, ish. Yeah, and I've been doing that Started racing in like a league at the track I go to most of the time. Started branching out racing at some other tracks, hoping to get some more experience. There's like 4 tracks pretty relatively close to me, which is nice. I'd like to get my own cart. They're just expensive, even when used. So yeah, that's the whole thing. Yeah, I did like a karting class, basically, where it's like some instructors who are more, basically went over some more intense stuff, which was kind of nice. It really, the big thing there was giving me a chance to race in some of their faster karts and see what it would actually be like to own my own and race those, which was nice. But yeah, the big thing is definitely still the league races I've been doing. I'm currently sitting pretty decently in the standings on this year's league racing this season at the place I run at, which is nice. I finished 2nd in a race last month, qualified on pole, and just immediately lost 1 position to the dude who's like in 1st. I'm like, that's fair. That's fair. Held 2nd, was happy with that. This week, do you go zoom on go-karts most of the time? Yeah, this week was interesting. We had a race Sunday, and yeah, like, it was weird. A lot of people who usually qualify really well just didn't qualify well. I qualified pretty poorly, but I got a good cart. We all knew it was a good cart because they're rental carts, so like, they get beat up pretty regularly, and sometimes some are really good, some are really bad. We knew I got one of the good ones. I was like, alright, I'm happy starting, I think, 5th. I'll be able to finish 3rd or 4th. I'm happy with that. And so we started the race. I got past, ended up in 6th, just because, shockingly, someone behind me also had a really good cart. It seemed someone I didn't expect to pass me, or just someone who was like, oh. And then that person got ahead, wrecked someone real bad. So there was a cart. It's basically, it was one guy who wasn't really involved in any of this, guy who got hit, guy in front of me, guy in front of me, basically the way they were coming back out, like they turned wide, the 2 in the front turned really wide, and me and the guy in front of me turned pretty shallow. And just the way the track layout works, the guys who went wide have to come back, which means we have to give them space to come back. The guy in front of me did not give the second guy in that front group space. Squeezed them against the wall. Cart had nowhere to go but up, and then I was coming, so I had a cart like eye level with me. Like the wheels and bumper of a cart were eye level with me. And so yeah, like a 400 or 500 pound cart landed on my hand. And that's why I'm in a wrist brace right now. Had a chance to change your DNS and hotspot your DS to your phone to get a legitimate Pokemon on your Platinum save. Yeah, so the DNS tricks, like, they don't work on modern routers sometimes. So, like, yeah, the phone hotspots one time, one of the ways to do it, weirdly. May 4th birthday, and may the 4th be with you. Yeah, happy early birthday, Cam. How's the stats project? Ooh, I forgot about that. That probably tells me how it's going. Currently working, I guess, like, I haven't worked on it in a bit, but, like, where I stopped was I was just trying to figure out the, like, logic behind whatever, like, daily tasks that ran was. As far as, like, go grab new races, then look back at those races you grabbed, figure out what racers ran in them. If that person's new, make the racer entry in the database. If they're not new, update their racer entry in the database. So yeah, like, in theory I should be able to do it relatively quickly, but I just haven't been motivated to do it. Yeah, I've helped with that DNS thing. I helped Mel with it one time. She wanted to get some of those, yeah, like the DNS fan mystery gift servers. I helped her get that set up. What shape is the Switzerland flag? A rectangle? I think it's a square. A square is still a rectangle. So I'm not wrong. Oh no, I can't hit B on this. How's singer Adele doing? She's doing alright. She's just chilling. As per usual. She's due for a vet visit soon. But I've moved, so I can't go to the old vet, because she would not like that car ride. She already doesn't like the 5-minute car ride. She already didn't like the 5-minute car ride there, and the 5-minute car ride back when I first got her, and lived near that vet, so there's no way she's doing longer. But yeah, so she's doing well. She's been chilling. I've got like a cat tree for her in the window over there, and a bird feeder outside that she likes to sit and look at. And then that's like good for the evening when the sun's on this side of the house. When the sun's the other side of the house, she sits on the table with the cat bed in her and looks at the other side. Hello, Nelson. Hi. I will let her know everyone was asking about her. But yeah, she's just being a cat, chilling out. Occasionally gets super duper wild for no reason. Screams like crazy still. Just being a cat. Axel, what's going on? You're watching this while you're trying to level up on Brilliant Diamond. Nice! Happy to have you here. Also, guys, thanks for all the likes for the stream. We're already at almost 20 likes, which is awesome. I really, really do appreciate that. But yes, that's the like two big things, I guess. Karting and robots are really the main things I did, or I've been doing over the past few months. Robots has slowed down. It's not like done. They're never really done with their season, because they'll just basically they go through like the main season and they just kind of do off-season stuff until the start of the next season. You know, always doing training, but it's no longer like 15 to 20 hours a week of meetings and stuff like that, so I am happy to have a little bit of a break, not be spending all of my Saturdays at like the school helping and stuff. Oh, I keep doing that, no! Not that I disliked it, but you know. It's nice. It's nice to have Saturdays to do my own things. Adele's gonna definitely love the vet visit. Your demon cat is due for a vet visit. She's gonna hate you. See, I don't know how Adele would actually do at a vet. I don't know how she acts at the vet. For one, I feel like she only went to the other vet under circumstances of high stress. Like, the first time I took her was when, like, I got her and she got nosebleeds and was sneezing blood everywhere. So I was like, well, I gotta take this cat in to, like, have someone look at her. And then, yeah, we went back because she was due for some shots, and that's when they noticed, because I was unaware and oblivious as a first-time cat owner, that she had all of her allergy things, so that was a whole thing. Did blood work for that. which basically said, yep, she has allergies. And it's like, that's was a useful use of money. But so she's only had, I feel like she's only had stressful vet experiences with me at least. And also being like, when I've gone to the vet before, the vet's policy was still like, because it was like now-ish last year. It's been about a year. But yeah, so it was like now-ish last year that like I went in with her. So they were still, their policy was still, hey, call us when you get here. We'll send someone out to your car to get your cat, bring her in, and take her back to you. So like, I was never in the vet with her. So I don't know how she actually fares at the vet. I don't know if she's nice to the vet people. We have a sleepover at my place. I don't have many places for people to sleep. You'll hunt one of the lake guardians. Awesome, good luck. Shaymin become shiny at 69. The nicest of shinies. I like this runaway hunt. I really like this runaway hunt because it's not as ridiculous of a soft reset as every other hunt. Nintendo Switch plus or minus? What? What do you mean by plus or minus? Nintendo Switchblade. Sounds intense. Also, I know this was mentioned earlier, I know Cinder and Juan mentioned this. Is the audio better now? Am I loud enough? Do I need to lower the music more? Or what do I gotta do? Is it good? Kasaibo, welcome to the stream. Who'd you give your thanks to? Rowlet. I gave all of my thanks to Rowlet. If you use a singular Joy-Con, would you use the plus or minus? I am currently singular using the minus one. Because that's the left-hand Joy-Con. And my right hand can't hold a Joy-Con very well right now. We're giving thanks to Jesus and your platinum. There you go. Pink Pikachu, welcome to the stream. Shiny hunting is pathetic. Nice opinion. Literally could make 1 perler beads in 2 hours on a green brace. We'll spend days hunting. Oh no, scary perler beads. Red and blue in the switch is a reference to a puzzle and a minin. I think that'd be a stretch of a reference. Trying to think what else has happened. What has come out? What like shows? What have been the big shows everyone's watched that even I probably would have watched that have come out since February? Don't say Moon Knight. I haven't seen that. I'm trying to think of other things to catch up on and talk about. I guess one thing we could talk about, because we haven't really talked about it aside from mentioning it exists, Gen 9 Pokemon. What are people's thoughts on like the games as a whole? From what we can see, Arcane. Has Arcane come out since like I finished streaming? I don't think it's been that. I don't think Arcane came out that recently. Either way, Arcane is phenomenal. Everyone should watch it if they can. Love Sprigatito. Absolutely gonna be my choice. Moon Knight. What did I just say? I know your game. Can I catch a Mudkip, name it Love, and trade it to your sister? That sounds like effort. Ready for another bipedal cat? Nah, it's not fire type this time. It's fine. Not buying a new Pokemon game until Alola remakes come out, so you'll be stranded on a 3DS for a while. That will be a long time, yeah. Yeah. Very long time, I would imagine. You do you, though. You're gonna make it grass fire just to stand up in the final evolution. That would be interesting. So, if I remember correctly, the games are going to be like semi-open world again, or more so open world even than like Legends. From what I can tell, a very real chance we go 6 for 6 and Switch Pokemon game, and Switch Pokemon starters that are bipedal. Oh yeah, there's definitely a real chance of that. I mean, Fuecoco is almost certainly going to be like that. What's the other one? What's the water one? I don't think I've really heard... Oh no, the duck! Yeah, it's a duck, right? Yeah, that one's absolutely bipedal. Sprigatito's really the only one that has a chance of not being bipedal. Let's say it'll be interesting. Wonder what the mascots will be. Yeah, I guess we'll have to see. Hey, Dino Plays. How's it going? Don't have a favorite Gen 9 starter. Kind of hate them all. Fair enough. Fair enough. We're gonna keep checking on this print every once in a while. Don't know if it's working. I guess we'll see. Haven't even seen the Gen 9 starters. Fair. If you didn't see the initial video and aren't on Twitter, probably not. But Kitty. The one real argument here. Yo, Fiery Dragon 1, thank you for the sub. I appreciate that. Sub hype. Oh yeah, I guess the other thing that's happened is I mentioned with work stuff that we're starting to kind of go back to the office. I mentioned the one thing where I'm the one developer on my team right now, which is fun. We went from 4 developers to 1. But yeah, so like we started the office opened back up. They asked us all to come in, and like I was like, all right, yeah, I mean, I'll go in. My boss is like, yeah, they told us to come in, so we'll come in. It's like all of my coworkers and I went in, and it was literally just us. Like, like just the people under my boss and like a few other people in the entire building. I was like, huh, this feels pointless. I had a coworker go in today asking me if I, would go in, because like, I mean, yeah, sure, I'll go meet up for lunch or something, but then I messaged him this morning like, hey, I'm not going in. I have to drive a stick shift with this, not if I don't have to. And he's like, yeah, you made the good choice. I was literally just him and like one other person in the whole building, and it's like, yeah, that's what I imagined. That's what I imagined everyone's reaction would be to the office opening up after 2 years of proving we can work from home. What starter will I choose of the Alola region? For Alola, Rowlet, 100% every time. You drive a manual? Yeah. I wanted to own one before they stopped making them entirely. Search up starters, why does a fire one remind you of Hungry Hungry Hippos? You're right though, you're right. The like whole head shape's just like a Hungry Hungry Hippo. Oh no, I keep doing that. I can't do that. There we go. Else cars have transmissions. No, I just have like a person that holds the shafts coming out of the engine and holds the drive shaft and just screams until it like moves at the same speed. They're still promoting Hungry Hungry Hippos. We're just gonna get Pokemon themed sets or games of it. The real trick is to not use any gears in your car, but just leave it in like the highest gear and burn your clutch out until you're going at least like 50. Picked up that card to be Desco recently. Nice. The promo Dragonite card. That's cool. I haven't done anything with the card game recently. I forget the last time I got cards. Yeah, I forget when I bought cards last, but it was always kind of fun to do stuff. He delivers mail. Imagine Pansage, Pantor, and Pansear as starter Pokemon. There would be outrage. There would be outrage if the starters were that identical. Like, even if it's supposed to be clever, there's no way people would be happy with that. You would have so many people upset. The Pans, the true Gen 5 starters. Imagine having Shuckle, and Shuckle as starters. That'd be heaven. I mean, yeah, no one can be upset with that. That's just like the perfect starter combo. The only reason they don't do that is they couldn't make any more Pokemon games afterwards. Like, it's just over. You've made the best one. As soon as they announce Pokemon Shuckle, we all just know it's done. If we can all just pack it up, go home, you know. Do it Soul Silver Heart Gold starter style and just get 3 looks at Shiny Shuckle. Yes. The best hunt. The only hunt. Legendary Pokemon, Pokemon Shuckle the Shuckle from the Johto region. Shuckle the Shuckle. Shucky the Shuckle. Ah. And that's the only Pokemon in it. Who needs a national dex? Used to have a shiny Shuckle and nicknamed it Shuck Norris. I like that. I like that. Hey Ash, what's going on? How have you been? Pay north of $100 for Let's Go Wooper. I can't see them not making... I can't see them not making a Let's Go Johto game. I can't see there not being more Let's Go games. I think there was a lot of kind of criticism of them when it first came out, and I think largely that was just for it being another Kanto game. But yeah, I think like anyone who played them, and anyone who went back to them especially, I think was like, these are good. Let's get more. It'd just be Shuckles. It'd be tons of Shuckles just with different IV sets, right? Or like EV sets. All perfect IVs. Do you know if Ash Ninja can be transferred up to Pokemon Home and into future games? I don't actually know. You liked the Let's Go game? Me too. Me too. I actually really liked Let's Go. I wasn't a super big fan of the shiny hunting at first. Granted, it turns out that's not actually correct, and there's the way that everyone had been doing it was not actually right, as it turns out, or something like that. I think something along the lines of like the way that the odds are actually used was wrong. Classic modern shiny hunting method where people try to guess what obfuscated code looks like before it's even officially released. Then people can come back to it later and go, "No, this is very wrong." But I enjoy the shiny hunting. I did it a little bit previously. I think we might bring that back at some point, somewhat soon. That was usually the thing that we did when I had summer hours with work last summer. Basically, like during the summer, you work 9 hours Monday through Thursday, and then like 4 on Friday, and you're done by, you know, super early in the afternoon. And like you have the whole afternoon. And I would use the whole afternoon to stream Let's Go. I might try doing that again. The office is doing, work is doing that again this year. I think starting relatively soon, actually. It might even be this week. I have to check. It might be this week. I don't think so. I think it's later though. I think it's closer to like Memorial Day. I think the idea, I believe, was it was supposed to run like from Memorial Day to Labor Day, effectively like what is officially summer. So I'll have to check on that. Speaking of new stream plans, multi-when? We'll see, Cinder. We'll see. I have no like plans at the moment. I'm just trying to get back into it, put it back on my radar that I'm actually doing it. OMG, data mines being wrong. In what world are data mines ever wrong? I know, it's blasphemy, right? Gen 8, BDSP, and possibly Gen 9 will make it where shiny sprites are viewed in the overworld. I don't want that. Personally, I admit that I'm old, quote unquote, like old school here, and this might be the old man side of me in terms of Pokemon stuff, where I don't like overworld spawns, and I really don't like it when the shinies show up in the overworld spawns. Let's Go I was more okay with because the game generally is watered down in the mechanics, so it being different makes sense, but I also prefer the idea of seeing that it's shiny in the encounter, and not so much in like the overworld. Legends even kind of gets away with it because there is no like real distinction between overworld and battle scenes. But so with the assumption that we're going to keep marching forward into Gen 9 from Legends, it's probably going to be the case that we don't have that distinction and overworld shinies are a thing. But I don't know. I feel like I don't know. I really don't know why I have the argument against it, but I just don't. I like it when they're not overworld shinies. I feel like overworld spawns in general haven't had the best methods associated with them for shiny hunting. So that's more of my complaint, is that like shiny hunting in general feels watered down with some of those methods. Maybe I'm completely wrong though. Ian Cinder collab? Question mark. We've done it in the past. You want the sprites of Pokemon following you to be shiny, but not overworld wild shiny spawns? I'm okay with that. Having follower Pokemon show as shiny, totally fine. But yeah, the overworld spawns themselves, I don't know. I like methods that more involve the actual battles and shape, right? Like I like Poke Radar. I love SOS. I like Dex Nav. Like, I like the methods that involve a little bit of, like, skill to them. And involve the chaining, right? And, like, involve, like, some other mechanic aside from just battle them over and over again, which is what it is for, you know, for Let's Go and for Sword and Shield. Granted, again, I do enjoy Let's Go. Let's Go works because Let's Go is in its own little bubble in a sense, right? Like Let's Go has a bubble that is like itself. You know, Let's Go can do things entirely differently. They can be really watered down or just completely different, but it's like it's this bridge between a mobile game and this like traditionally console set of games. On a console, I'm okay with it being different. But if you're gonna make a game that is the successor to the game that had SOS, and before that, the game that had Dex Nav and Poke Radar and stuff like that, I want it to stick with that. And this is generally my thoughts. This is something I had been thinking about a lot leading through like the announcement of Scarlet Violet, through Legends and stuff like that. I'm okay with different games having very different styles of shiny hunting and different, like, you know, philosophies on hunting in general and how it should be done, how easy or hard it should be. Voice crack. But we should continuously have all those varieties of games. A slower launch cycle for like each type of game, in generally the same kind of launch cycle overall for all encompassing games, right? Let's Go has a really core audience to it, or not really a core audience, but it has a target audience people who are more so into Go, people who are just getting into Pokemon, little kids, you know, like, you have an audience with Let's Go. In the same way a game like Legends can have an audience with more open world-esque people. But in the same way, you should keep the traditional Pokemon games the same for people who like traditional Pokemon games. I think I've heard the argument that, yeah, but if they don't, like, change stuff, you'll end up with another Sword and Shield. But I think Sword and Shield is a perfect example of trying to do too much with one game. They tried to make it easy and accessible for everyone, they tried to make it open world at points, and they tried to have a traditional Pokemon story in it. And mushing all of that together, instead of adding all of the good things from each, just compounded all of the boring things from each. And you, like, if you try to mush all of the styles of gameplay into one, instead of getting, like, this thing that has all these different flavors and, like, intrigue and stuff, you get something that has, like, the personality of, like, an unsalted cracker. And it just doesn't... It's unappealing to anyone, right? Wish SOS would come back, or at least Megas. I'm okay with SOS staying as a thing for that game. Just give us some other unique methods like that. Right? In-battle chaining, or just, like, chaining of battles that makes a lot more sense, you know. I think Overworld Shinies and Legends was fine. I even enjoyed it because how exciting it was to hear the... It feels to hear the shiny sound. And it works for Legends. Like I said, like... I think you could even, like, make the argument that for Legends and for, like, Let's Go type games, it makes sense. But I think there's something about traditional Pokemon, like, RPG games, where I don't like it. I still want the encounters to be random and stuff like that. I want the sprite. Yeah. Not 100% averse to Overworld Shinies, but at the same time, you'd be seeing full odds Shinies so often that they wouldn't feel like full odds anymore. That's one of my big things, is, like, the appeal of Shinies to an extent is the rarity of, or really, fully is the rarity of them, right? Like, that's what makes them really special. And there are people who want them to be rare. Like, they want the challenge. That's why they enjoyed it. And it's, like, one of those things where, like, more people hear about Shinies and like Shinies and want to get them, so they make it easier to get them so more people like them. And eventually it's just, like... It's just a rare... It's just, like, a variant of the Pokemon. It's not even, like, rare at a point. I wouldn't say we're to that point, but, like, it could be a thing. You fell asleep. Well, welcome back to the world of the living, Pokey. Sword Shield was so boring and competitive wasn't even near fun. And it's still the main competitive game right now. But yeah, no, I feel that, Sid. I feel that. Like, it's like there are ways to make it work, but I think the Overworld Shinies, you know, instead of just encountering the Pokemon you battle, you're encountering all of the Pokemon all of the time. So while the odds are the same, your encounter rate is through the roof, right? Like, look at a game like Let's Go, standing in a patch of grass, running back and forth, you're going to encounter a Pokemon every, 10-15 seconds of overworld running, versus, like, 20 Pokemon spawning in and seeing all of them all at once. But yeah, so that's my thought there. Ultimately, I was very, very negative with Pokemon like 2 months ago, which is why I think that break was good. I feel much more positively towards these new games coming out now than I did like a couple months ago. So I think there's it's a perspective thing there. I think Legends burnt me out because I think there was a point where I have stopped wanting to play it, but also felt like that was the only game to really stream when it came to Pokemon. So I don't know. We'll see. We'll see what the games are like going forward. I'm gonna keep checking this. I don't know if this is printing right. This is supposed to be like an optical illusion thing, and I have no clue if it's working. I think my printer might be like squishing it too much. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see. It's like a 19-hour print. So by like 5 hours from now, I should know if it's working. fun. People say they were able to get this print to work on my printer, so with fairly stock settings, so I would assume I can make it work. And my nose is itchy. My nose hasn't been this itchy since the last stream, guys. What do you guys do to my nose? Like, every time I stream, I don't know if it's the lights, I don't know if, like, I just scratch my nose more than I think, and I, like, am aware of it on stream. I don't know what the actual deal is there. But alas, my nose itches. So I have to check stream things. Itchy girl. Hold on. So I've been doing, speaking of itchy nose, allergies, fun times in a world where coughing and sneezing is viewed as part of the plague. Pollen's finally dying down here. Been doing yard work, been feeling like satisfied and proud of it. It's actually coming along decently. I have I've made more of the yard usable, which is nice. A lot of the property that I rent is not overgrown, but just not well maintained. And so just as a use of my time, I've been clearing it out more and more. Just places where ivy had taken over where it should be grass or flowers or something, and stuff like that. Anywhere I can get my mower to go. Still dying to the vid. I'm sorry, Beck. Hopefully it clears out of your system soon. Thunder. This is the most active chat you've ever seen. It's good to see everyone. It's good to see everyone again. It's been a while since we've all been able to talk. But guys, I know people have mentioned oh, we should do some other stuff. We absolutely should. If you guys have ideas, let me know. Let me know. Things to do, either YouTube or Twitch or wherever. Any kind of, ideas, things I should, just any kind of community interaction. Not even, just chat interaction. Are there things I should do on Twitter? Are there things I should do on Discord? What should I do? Hey, what's going on, Nate? Welcome to the stream. Messed up spelling, you're good. I was able to read it. I misspell it all the time, too. Stanley Parable Ultra Deluxe. Oh, I saw that was out. I've never played the original, and I've, seen maybe 5 minutes of other people play Stanley Parable. That could be fun. Hey, it's Nate on a different account. Well, welcome, welcome. How you doing, man? Mario Maker Monday. I should have known. I should have known, Juan. Maybe I'll give it a shot. Mint the stream on the blockchain. Every episode goes, or every stream goes up as an NFT, guys. Shiny reactions, also NFTs, separate from the stream. Everything I can make an NFT, I make an NFT. And you guys will feel obliged to buy it. Or obligated. Obligated's the word I was looking for. You will unsub. You mean you don't want to pay to just have access to a video that you don't have the copyright to? It would literally just be an IPFS link to a JSON token that had this YouTube link in it. The streamer you find the shiny costs more. I think that's up to the market, right? In theory. How do you set up the runaway method from SHAYMIN? So you have to have like Oak's letter, which was a time. So SHAYMIN was the timed one, right? You have to have gotten Oak's letter during the time for the event, which basically just by collecting it and meeting the criteria, which is beating the Elite Four and having the national decks, spawns Oak down at the bottom of this bridge before it becomes a bridge. You do the stuff with Oak, which is basically like saying, you know, like your thanks to someone putting their name on the stone. Then the bridge appears, SHAYMIN appears, and from there you literally just like run into SHAYMIN and run away. If you leave the island back onto the path, as soon as you see the route name change, you run back up. Can you launder money through the stream? If by launder you mean give it all to me and never expect it back, sure. Hey Goldie, your brother keeps showing you goofy stuff. Stream NFTs. Here's the real idea. Every single one of your messages is an NFT. That's the plan here. I'm gonna start minting every individual chat message as an NFT. It's been a while. It has. It has been a good while since I have streamed. I want to get more back into it. You will sue. Didn't you know you give me like full permission to do whatever I want with your messages as soon as you join this chat? Nah, I mean, yeah. Nah, I do just want to do more stuff in general. The whole diversify idea I would like to actually do in some way. I'm not fully sure the best way to go about doing it. I think before where I was making like the shorts or the shorts / TikTok, like highlights of reactions and stuff, makes a lot of sense. But like that's really all I got there, but that's still the same content, just in different places. I would like to do different content. I would like it to be easier for me to do other content, yeah. Dude bought the first tweet NFT accidentally sold it to a bot for 12 cents. LMAO. I have like no sympathy for anyone getting screwed over on like NFTs that make no sense. Right? Like I will say, there is some like valid potential points and uses for NFTs, effectively in the way of replacing things that are already physical items that don't need to be physical items. Ignore the power consumption of the Ethereum blockchain, but like, I think the generally considered thing is like a membership card or like a ticket to an event or something. Something that already like is a certain thing makes sense and can work. From the idea of just securing it, but like the side of dispersing content through it is the dumbest thing. Back to fighting this Team Flare dude. Clawouts are being a beast. Ayy. Even more now? Almost closed your computer in fear. Yeah, I know you said it got intense. You think the physical art market is a scam? Don't think a favorable outlook on bringing it to the digital space. There is no need for items that are purely digital to have scarcity. It's the dumbest thing. The thing as a society we should look towards is removing scarcity. The digital marketplace is great for that, because guess what? Everything is duplicatable and fungible infinitely. Why expressly remove that? You know, like, you aren't making the artwork itself that way, and part of the thing is it's dumb. You should all watch, if you haven't, the collab of like Steve Mold and Legal Eagle talking and explaining all the weirdness with NFTs. Do it, because I know there's obviously the meme around them of just like, haha, I control C, control V your NFT, but like, it makes no sense with something like art, right? Because your actual purchase isn't related to the art at all. It's dumb. Don't you want to spend an obscene amount of picture, an obscene amount of money on a hyperlink of a picture? Only if it's actually like a hyperlink to the picture. And I will only accept my NFT if it's like an 8K image stored directly on the ledger. Whoever's selling it to me or minting it better have spent a lot of money on it. I was gonna go out of town for your birthday, but you think you'll enjoy time off and catch one sleep? That is a great plan. Honestly, like, I think the best time to like go out of town is for like a vacation, is when your vacation's happening in a non-stressful time. Like, honestly, I feel like vacation can add so much more stress. Like if you're going somewhere and you have to pack and you have to plan and you have to like time your stuff and you have to, you know, pay for anything that you do there, and all this stuff just compounding on top of itself. Nah. Some days, especially if it's like a one-day thing, or it's just a birthday. If it's a birthday thing, dude, just spend it at home. You know, go somewhere local that you like. Just relax, enjoy yourself. Don't worry about a bunch of other stuff. That's the image file I hate snippet sketch. And the thing is, like I said, even like memeing it from the haha copy paste thing, like it just doesn't. If you think it works like that, you should. If you think that's what you're getting, you should not be involved in the space at all. And if you understand how it works, why are you spending money in the space? Like that's kind of the thing with like using it as like an art market or like as a content market. It doesn't make sense as a content market. Take a screenshot of Shiny Shaman and distribute it to all of us. Easy. Got the elevator key and beat everyone. Nice. Maybe you have the same name as your chicken, you can destroy me? Uh-oh. You can make bank with NFT drawing of a snail. If you wanna... If you have no moral compass, you could. Oh yeah, so Beck, I know you're IT. I have a question. If it's something that's not a thing you know a lot about, that's fair. But I want to get a second opinion if I can. I'm looking at upgrading all of my home network equipment. And by that I mean replacing my, like, router / wireless access point combo thing. Oh no. I promise this isn't like a technical question so much as an opinion question, which I don't know if that's better or worse. Do you have knowledge and or opinions on like prosumer level network gear? In the realm of like Ubiquity and like Omada? Basically, do you have opinions on which either of those two or another competitor is like better. Hello again. Hope you get the shiny soon. Thank you, Ash. Thank you. And like I said, if you, because I know like you do it like as a job kind of thing, which I assume means you're doing something beyond the scope of like prosumer stuff probably. If you replaced multiple Aruba switches, like, I imagine this is like, you like Aruba? Does Aruba have like a small business slash like home level of gear? Because that's what I'm looking at. Like, I don't have enough devices to like validate your base, but their home network and stuff is nice. Okay, I'll have to look at that then. I'll have to take a look at that. Because yeah, basically like Ubiquity, Unify, TP-Link, Omada are the two like names that come up the most. Ubiquity more than anything else. And I was just kind of looking at that and I'm like, I wonder if there's anything else. And yeah, it's called Aruba Instant On. Okay, I'll have to try that out. I'll not try it out, but look at it. Because yeah, my router is not bad. It is able to handle all the internet that I get, but I would kind of like to... It's always been a thing I've wanted to do, is just step up from like... Right now my network consists of like the modem, obviously, but then beyond the modem it's a router that's about 8 years old and a PoE switch, and then everything plugged into that, how I can make it work. So I kind of want to like break out from that. Do you want to buy a drawing of a snail? You only accept NFTs. Trade an NFT for like a drawing, but it's like actually the drawing and not an NFT. That'd require me to have like a wallet on a blockchain somewhere, which I don't. Shiny appears at 1364, one before odds if you have the shiny charm. Does the charm apply to Shaymin? I thought the BDSP charm was solely for eggs. It's quite pricey, but you like them a lot. They're more the business side. After the hurl split, it's a lot more trustworthy than consumer HP. Got you. I will take a look at that. Really nice to work with in an enterprise environment. Fair. Yeah, like part of it is I have just like a general consumer router slash access point that like it's hard to manage a whole network from that because you're not meant to manage it in the way that like stepping up to that like small business-esque tier of equipment lets you. Namely like the ease of implementing VLANs and stuff. So I've been eyeing equipment a little bit. I was probably gonna get like the base stuff you need to like run Omada last month, and then my phone died, so I had to get a new phone. And I just bought the phone outright, so that was kind of my tech budget for like a month or two. So I'm doing more research instead. It's still just eggs. Okay. Because yeah, I don't have the charm. I was like, if the charm would help, I'd get back at the charm, but when I kind of started burning out on streaming, I was just burning out on Pokemon in general, and I didn't do a lot with the charm stuff. Opinion on the taste of styrofoam? Bad. Unless I don't like you, and then eat as much as you want. Instant on anything is meant for small business, technically, but that seems to be what you're looking for. Yeah, like general that prosumer category of like you can run like a small business with this, or you can run like a big house, or just like a techie house. Because like I don't need mesh networking. I think literally any like quality wireless access point will cover my whole house and potentially my whole property. So like I have no issues there. So yeah. It's mostly from the perspective of just getting better management of like the network. And John, what's going on, man? It has been a while indeed. It's like been a month since I've streamed at all, and like 2.5 months since I streamed on YouTube, so it has been a while. I think that Newegg carries their stuff, and so does Staples. Okay. Yeah, I'll have to take a look. Because I know like Micro Center and like Amazon and stuff have like the TP-Link. I think I don't know where, like, is like a Dream Machine Pro from Ubiquity is effectively like all of their stuff in one, like everything to run their network in one, minus extra switches and an access point. You can get pretty easily from places. Ping in the server with a link there. Quiz thing. Got you. Yeah, cool. You love thunderstorms. Thunderstorms with like super heavy rain are so nice. As long as they aren't too windy. Wind is an issue for me. It's hearing the rain come down and hearing the thunder, fantastic. I love it. Hearing all of the trees around my house creak as they sway, less fun. Yeah, much so less fun. Yeah, I got the link back. Honestly, odds are this probably lines up. That's the one thing is I look at all this and they have all the SFP Plus ports on them that I know I will never use, but like literally everything has that. Just looking at it, their access points already look better than the TP-Link ones. That's the biggest problem with TP-Link ones. When am I going to play Splatoon again? I don't know. I have no reason not to, I just haven't. I loved it. When I bought Splatoon 2, I played it a ton. And then I moved to my apartment with terrible internet and I never played it again. Kind of the same way I stopped playing Rocket League. Just in general, you know, that kind of stuff happens. Everything you find on the BDSP charms from December after the first update, the consensus appears to be that it was only ever intended for eggs, his interaction with Poker Radar. But, like, let Poker Radar be incredibly broken. It's already pretty broken. But yeah, no, the problem becomes, like, do you cut it when you start Poker Radar? In which case, it's kind of almost, like, less valuable to do, like, a chain of 10 on Poker Radar. It's interesting, but I mean, like, that's kind of what they get for making the odds better in general. You gotta accept it. But yeah, so it's one of those things, you can apply it to non-chained Pokemon like this. But yeah, I imagine you either end up in a situation where it ruins the idea of Poker Radar, or it ruins the idea of Poker Radar in one of two ways, right? So like, I can understand where they're coming from, I guess. Hope you don't get spoiled from the new Pokemon game. Fortunately, there doesn't seem to be anything out about it, so it's impossible to get spoiled right now. Let's slowly take this over the quiz. Oh gosh. Literally, Beck, this whole thing, it's like I am on the small end of all of this. Hey, I'm actually a high one on these. I don't content create over Wi-Fi. No, I don't really need that. Interesting, interesting. Okay, so recommend switches and stuff. I will take a look. That didn't need to go off, but it did. As if that story was so sad. It was cool seeing like that level of lore in a story. Yeah, cool. So yeah, like home office and stuff. Effectively, that's what I need, right? Like, I have a PC. I have a couple laptops slowly suffocating in a coat closet. Constantly running Proxmox and various other tiny little servers on that. I have Raspberry Pis dangling by PoE adapters. You know, official stuff. with the intent eventually to get a rack. But I have nowhere to put a rack, so. Those poor laptops. I'd be sad for them if I ever opened the closet and went, gee, this is warm. But I think the most powerful one in there is running like an A8 APU from like 2015. They don't get warm, and they don't really run all that much. They have Proxmox running on them, but I don't have a lot of intense stuff happening on Proxmox. You once said a Floa in the PvE that you loved a lot? Nice. Just realized what happened to my playlist. Ah, it finished! We played through all of that. Let's switch playlists. Please, just show me. Why is home? Okay, there we go. Oh, are there more? Have there always been more? Bruh. This is totally against the... Usually I play like the relaxing electronic and like melodic daydreams and ones like that. We're playing pumped up EDM this time. It was probably gonna go horribly for us. We'll see how this goes. You pressed the wrong button. Oh no! I do like this. They're waiting for Crabberry to play, but this was playing. Ah! Yeah, I haven't been playing out of that playlist today. I forgot I had Crabberry in that playlist, and that was the thing we did. Need to make food, be right back. Alright. An Omega oopsie on your part. No, not the Omega oopsie. I'm realizing now I probably should have moved the yard before I started streaming. Alright, time to... I need to check this print again real quick. It's not looking bad. I have no clue how well it's gonna turn out because it's very much a visual thing. So we'll see. A weapon to destroy the entire world was just activated. That does seem like a pretty big oopsie. Oh yeah, but guys, I got a new phone. Like, it's like 2 or 3 weeks ago now. My old phone finally, like, completely bit the dust. You know, I had a Pixel 2 XL before. I got it in 2018 when it was, like, already about a year old model-wise. And at many points went, I should replace this thing. But it just kept trucking, and I was like, I don't need to buy a new phone if this one works. That's just a waste of money, right? Like, I had no need to buy a new one. You know, things were dying on it. USB port only worked one way. One of the speakers was going out. There were dead pixels on the screen. Like, it was dying. Like, it was very clearly not a great condition phone anymore. But it worked. And then with the robotic stuff, I had to travel a good bit, like multiple hours to competitions and stuff. Like one of them I had to travel like 6+ hours for, right? Like each way. I need a GPS to work for that. And my phone, by the end, I'm like far from home, just starts crashing out of the GPS constantly. I was like, that's not great. I don't like that. And, you know, so it kept working, but was very slow. Would just crash out of stuff a lot. But I pushed on because I don't, you know, it was working, right? I didn't want to spend money on a new phone, but finally finish up all the competitions and stuff, and I was like at home. I had some friends over for like a party that night, and I woke up the next morning and like I couldn't, you know, like the phone does the tap to wake thing, and this feels like with all of the stuff I've mentioned, like this is the tiniest straw that could have broken the camel's back, right? Tap to wake didn't work. Like it didn't show like an always on display with like a clock and notification icons and stuff like it usually does. Like I'll see if I can get mine to show it now, but as soon as I move mine, it's gonna turn the other way. But like that screen, it wouldn't show that screen on my old phone. And tapping it to wake it up didn't work, which was just very frustrating. And that was just finally that thing where I'm like, you know what? If this isn't working, none of it's working, right? Like all of it stopped working. Now it's inconvenient to turn on too. Like everything's just going. So I went out and got a new phone that day, which I basically just got like the newest version of that one. I got the Pixel 6 Pro, which has been good to me so far. I've been enjoying it. Probably gonna need a new phone at some point soon. Battery's starting to struggle a bit. That was another thing. The battery in that phone was dying, and if it wasn't for me driving a lot of places where I'd have my phone plugged into the car, it would be dead so fast, like every day. And it's just like I couldn't do that, right? Like I can't be sitting in situations where it's like my phone's at 40% and I gotta already start conserving battery because it's gonna be dead in an hour if I don't. So no, I need to be able to use my phone. Like I need to do stuff with it. But yeah, so all the like big things happened that would like actually kind of show like the phone's breaking. I'm like, nah. And then like the screen doesn't turn on when I tap it. I'm like, we're not doing that anymore. Funnily enough, I went to the store to buy the phone and like, oh, you have to be like a manager on the account to do it. I guess that kind of makes sense where it's like, I was like, okay, well, I'm on my family plan still. So I was like, can I just call the account owner? Like, nah. You can call them and have you make you like a manager, but like they can't like do it over the phone. I'm like, that's dumb, but okay. And so I had to go out and call my dad, who's like the owner of the account, the manager of the account, be like, hey, can you add me so I can buy this phone without changing the actual plan? But, you know, whatever. And so but during that call, I had to use speakerphone because like holding it to my ear didn't work at all. So I'm like, oh, the phone died as a phone too. All right, this makes sense. It makes sense to upgrade now. So hopefully this phone also lasts that long. I don't want to be buying another phone super quick. Because yeah, I bought it outright, so like no new contract stuff, but like I still just don't wanna. Like that was expensive. That was a lot of money. I don't want to have to do that again soon. Rocking a Galaxy S8 that's coming up on 3 years. At the point where if you're going somewhere for more than 2-3 hours, the wall charger comes with you. Like, that's what's annoying, right? Like it's just the matter of, like, yeah, you have to consider the phone battery and whatever you're doing for the day. Like, it's one thing if it's like, oh, I'm going on a trip, but effectively, like, I always have, like, a phone charger in my backpack. That's just, like, part of what stays in my backpack, just because, you know, if I go places, having a USB-C charger on me is generally a good thing to have. So, like, I'll just have, like, a USB-C charger on me all times. And that works for my phone everywhere, but, yeah. The idea of thinking, oh, I'm going over to, like, a friend's for a few hours, better, even for me, it's just, like, better grab my backpack. No. If it's somewhere where I'm not already planning on taking a backpack, I shouldn't need to think about a charger. Mario Kart 9 has to come out soon, right? Right? Yeah, they totally didn't just postpone that more with all the new maps. Or with, like, this new, like, set release dates of maps. But yeah, like, mine was the Pixel 2 XL, which was about 3.5 years old for me having it, and is about 4.5 years old in terms of, like, the model and its software cycle. So it stopped receiving software updates a long time ago, which IT people might be like, oh gosh, because yeah, it stopped receiving, like, every kind of update, like, a year ago, which is not great. But yeah, so now I have a modern phone again. I've definitely left the cycle of, like, 2 years is up, time to go get a new fancy phone. Like, I don't know, I haven't felt the need to do that for a while. If anything, I'm more annoyed when phones die. This one I was a little bit okay with, because it had been dying for so long. I'm like, this day was coming, this was happening. But it's not like the days of, like, middle and high school where I was, like, constantly, like, anytime, like, I could get a new phone, I was like, looking at them and be like, oh, which one's got the newest stuff? But I think that comes down to as well, like, an S8 still works fine outside of an S8 without without hardware issues is a perfectly fine phone. There's no need to update it. There's no need to upgrade from it. Right? Oh no, I didn't mean to do that. Oh no. Oops. Whoops. Did not mean to do that. So yeah, that's where, yeah, I think phones in general is at that point where it's like, you upgrade when it dies. You don't upgrade because, like, a new one's out. Okay. I don't see a point in that. Anymore, at least. Like, back in the day, going from a phone from 2010 to a phone from 2013 was light years of improvements. Whereas now, that's not really, like, as much of a thing, right? Like, my phone from 2018 was still working fine and does all the same things I do on my phone from 2022. The only thing I didn't have on the phone from 2018 that this one has that I, like, use is wireless charging. And that was just a design choice of that phone to not do wireless charging and to have this other body because it wasn't, like, as prevalent yet. That's not a big deal to me. Like, that's not the same thing as the just insane improvements in screens and quality and size and software that you see between, like a Note 2 and a Note 4, right? Like, they were still making, like, big leaps at that time. Whereas, like, my Pixel 1 to my Pixel 2, because my Pixel 1 died pretty quickly, was, like, baby step. And then from the 2 to the 6 was, like, the same as what, like, a 2 to a 3 would have been back in the day. I think they'll take a while on Mario Kart 9, GTA 6, and a new Rockstar Series game that's not GTA. You're gonna use it until you burn this one out like you did your S6, but the signs are starting to show anything about it happening. Yeah. I mean, that's effectively what my thoughts were with my Pixel, right? Like, I don't want to buy a new phone. They're expensive, and they do the same thing my old one did. And the difference is the screen's a little bit bigger, which is nice, and that's about it. So, like, and aside from that, it's various things that are better and things that are worse than the old one, honestly. So, like, I had no need to change. I didn't want to change. I was fine with what I had. So yeah, I ran it into the ground. I used it until it stopped working as a phone. At that point, you need a new one. As much as I don't use it as a phone much, I need to be able to use it as a phone when I need to use it as a phone. So, like, you run into those kind of things, you know? I have a Pixel 6 now and it's decent. Yeah, like, I like mine. It's good. It's nothing revolutionary. Like, effectively going from a flagship from, like I said, like a flagship from 4 or 5 years ago to a flagship from now, you don't see that much unless you go, like, way out there, right? Like foldables are getting more developed, right? Like, I see people actually daily fold 3s, like Z Fold 3s. You did not see that with the 1 or 2. You saw it with the 2 somewhat, but not a lot. So, like, aside from those getting there, like, we haven't had drastically different phones in a while. We've kind of settled on what, like, we as a group agree is the most effective use of a thing that goes in our pocket or, like, a purse or something, right? Like, we've kind of decided this candy bar rectangular shape is good. Let's use as much of it for screen as we can. And that's about all that we're really seeing now, right? Punch out cameras and stuff like that, and like under screen fingerprint readers. But that's it. That's all we've got at the moment. And yeah, I don't see us really, unless foldables truly like take off, I don't see us like doing a lot beyond this. Yo, we're getting raided. Esper bag on hashtag Shining Blue Raid. Welcome, Raiders. How you guys doing? Raid hype. Raid hype in chat. Alpha Animation, welcome to the stream. Oop, a raid. Yes, a raid. Emily Liz, welcome. How's everyone doing today? Sejian, sorry if I mispronounced that. Welcome. I got. Welcome to Ian's return, right? Hey, Philly, what's going on? Blue Raid height. I gotta grab his link. Give me a second while I struggle to grab this. My mouse hand is in a brace, so it will take a second. Got shiny Shroomish and Ruby today. Yo, congrats! Welcome to the stream, man. Thank you for the raid and congrats on the Shroomish. Guys, if you don't know who Shining Blue is, ooh, that actually hurts a type. Ow. Guys, go follow that link if you don't know who Shining Blue is. They're another great Pokemon streamer, definitely worth checking out. Simply Sundoku, welcome to the stream. Curb, Fiery Dragon, welcome, guys. Hope you all are having a good day. Congrats again on the Shroomish. That's awesome. How's your day going so far? It's been good. It's nice to be streaming again. It's been like 2.5 months since I streamed on YouTube. But yeah, it's been good. Finally doing SHAYMIN. I collected all the event items, but I never actually started them. But yeah, it's been mostly good. I'm getting used to this wrist brace that I'll be wearing for like the next week or two. But yeah, overall it's been good. Work was pretty chill today. I kind of planned to go into the office because they kind of want us going in a little bit more now, but I had a valid excuse of I don't want to drive my car with with like a wrist brace on because it makes it difficult. But yeah, no. Work was all right. Streaming's been a lot of fun. I've been having a blast doing it again. It's been so long since I've even played Pokemon at all, so it's good to get back into it. But yeah, Colin, I said foldables seem weird to you. Seems like a minimal upside to add a lot of parts that could go wrong. True, especially like in the early stages of them, like right now, right? Like that original fold where, you know, reviewers were like, "Oh, this like screen protector, let me take it off to suit the screens." Like they peel it a little bit and the whole screen just dies. Or the people who like held up the phone with like putty, which they use on every phone for like filming it at a certain angle, and it killed the phone. Like yeah, there's a lot there. I think the technology will get better. I like the idea of it because I like the big screens and stuff. Be right back, gonna grab yourself a spot of foods. I got you. Seriously, thank you again for the raid, man. I really appreciate it. Came in the right time. Ayy. Forgot how warm this room gets with the door closed and all the lights on. I've forgotten a lot of the streamer things. Like there's just so many little things that were just like, they're just like normal stream stuff, right? Like, no big deal, they're just part of stream. That I've just kind of gone, oh yeah, I forgot that was a thing. Because I haven't done it. I keep hitting the mic. I'm sorry. I tried to make the mic like sound better, but I don't know. I doubt me hitting it is helping at all. But yeah, just because my hand exists in a place where I usually don't have it. I'll get used to it like the day before I like can take it off and just be done with it. The print's actually starting to like look like it should. It's still got like it's still got like 15 hours to go, but like we're getting there. Or it's starting to look like it should, which is promising. Because at first it was looking like it was just gonna end up a blob. And like that's not right. So hopefully it turns out well. If it does, it should look trippy, and I'll be posting the picture on Discord for sure. keep almost entering battle with this, which is not good, right? Like, I'm gonna immediately wipe it. Oh, the Chris and Will problem. I was like, what are you even talking about? I forgot about that. I think enough people have talked about it, but like, I mean, I think the fact that, like, you know, Will gets, like, basically, what, he got banned from the Oscars for, like, the Academy Awards for, like, 10 years or something? Fair. You can't just assault a host of an award show on, like, on stage on national television and not expect something to happen? Like, I don't know. Like, yeah, I mean, I think you can argue one way or the other that, like, you know, like, comedians walk a fine line every day, and, like, sometimes they cross that line, and they, you know, shouldn't, but it should never result in physical violence. You know, like, regardless of your take on of Chris Rock's joke, like, I feel this is such old news, right? Like, I feel like someone's gonna tune in and be like, why is this guy still on this? And it's just like, I haven't done anything since it happened. But yeah, I mean, like, regardless if you think the joke landed or if it completely missed and was offensive, like, you don't assault a man on stage, you know? I think that's a fair take, right? Hey, Silverbuilding, what's going on? Welcome back, Sharing. Did you miss anything? No, not that I think. Maybe some catching up, but that's about it. We've mostly just been chilling. No shinies yet. I was actually laughing at it until Jade did whatever she did during the cut. Oh, that was literally a dress rehearsal for these things. Yeah, I mean, well, I don't know. I would assume in dress rehearsal they go, and Chris Rock says these jokes, yada, yada, yada. I assume that they don't say the jokes to the entire crowd. I assume they don't do that, because then it's going to be largely fake laughter or laughter anticipating a joke that someone already knows the audience, like, outside of the show doesn't. Like, yeah, dress rehearsal, obviously they're going to go through and they're going to be like, alright, and then the performers do this, and they go through and do a lot of it. But I would assume it's similar to a dress rehearsal at a wedding, where you don't actually have the couple say the vows, right? Like, you don't have the bride walk down the aisle, right? Like, it's... You don't have the comedian tell all of his jokes. Or you might have him tell, like, simple little knock-knock jokes as a way to, like, test pacing or something, right? But I imagine that, like, joke was not said. I would assume. I did notice the whole thing where, yeah, he was laughing at it until whatever happened, so. That's a bad relationship in general. I'm not a counselor. I won't comment on it beyond that, but it doesn't seem like a healthy, I don't get a healthy vibe from it. That's your 2 cents on the whole thing. Understandable. I feel like only did we did because you're, I mean, yeah, like I said, I don't know, like, it's a cut. Who knows, but yeah, I agree. I saw how he was before they cut back to Rock, and then he was up on stage. So, yeah. Yeah. In a lot of situations like this, I end up biased towards the comedian usually. Generally. I will admit that is a bias I have, is usually in a situation where it's like comedian, like, faces consequences greater than necessarily should for a joke that someone didn't like. I tend to be more on the side of the comedian, and that's me. That tends to be how I am with that. That's just, I think most of the situations that I initially saw with that kind of thing, like, generally felt like they were more in favor of them, so my gut reaction now is that way. Also, have you nailed any of the BDSP mythicals yet? We got Arceus a couple weeks ago now. Nice! Congrats on that. This is the first one I'm trying, actually. This is the first day of me streaming since, like, any of them came out. I basically took a break from streaming for, like, 2.5 months up until today. So yeah, I've collected I collected the letter to do SHAYMIN, I collected the stuff for Darkrai. So like, I can do them now. I still have to finish Arceus. I have to finish the final quest in Arceus in order to do the Arceus hunt. But I have the thing to do it. So yeah, it's on my list. It's on my list of things to do. I got really busy the last couple months, and like taking a break from streaming was kind of worth it. It gave me a little bit of time to focus on other hobbies and stuff, which is nice. But now it's kind of time to get back into it, because people have been asking. I had been wanting to. My schedule's finally free enough that I can, like, go back a month, and I wouldn't have known if I would be at home or if I'd be somewhere else on a Tuesday evening. I wouldn't know that until like 4 o'clock on a Tuesday afternoon, right? It's like, no way to fit in a rational stream schedule like that. So now that that's kind of cleared up, I can do this now, and it's fun. We can have a good time with it. Hey, what's going on, Puffin? Hope all is well. Yeah, all is good here. All is good here. Hope you're doing well. It's good to be back in the saddle, back streaming. It had been too long. It had been, what, like 2.5 months. But yeah, finally back in it. Are Americans still not clever enough to use the Azure Flute for Arceus? Don't they use like the Azure Flute technically? Recently tried a GameCube you found that sadly didn't read games. Ah, dang. I learned how to strangely eerie the menu is. Don't know if it's the sounds of the quietness, but there's something about it. I've ended up on the menu a couple times from it not reading, like, from like one of my GameCubes just failing to read the player disc. I've never noticed that it was like creepy. Maybe it is the sound, because I always hear like other sound. Good to see you back. Yeah, it's good to be back. It's really good to be back. I missed it, but on top of just being busy with some other stuff, I could tell I was starting to get burnt out around like mid-February. So it was kind of good to just take that break, get a breather. So now I come back to it and like I can fully enjoy it and appreciate it. Taking a bit of time off sounds super good. Nice people to tune in after you came back. Yeah, no, like, yeah, just between helping with the robotics team I mentor and getting a little bit more serious with racing, like, it was good to be able to do that without it being like compounding on top of like other stuff, like just taking the time that was usually in streams and like kind of spreading it out, you know. Don't know if you're an r/shiny Pokemon, but you're a big fan of the monthly bounty target hunts they do. I used to look at r/shiny Pokemon a lot. I haven't looked at it at all recently. I noticed that when I removed Reddit from my phone, my general mood got way better. So I don't look at Reddit anymore outside of like occasionally opening it on PC and going to like my front page. Shocking how that works. Unfortunately though, like I planned on coming back like either last week or this week, and then like last week got super busy. Both my parents' birthdays happened. I forget what else happened, but some other stuff happened, and I ended up like every day last week just filled up with stuff. So I was like, all right, well, I'll come back this week then. And of course, like the day I want to get back into sitting down and playing video games, I hurt my wrist and have to like have to make it work off one controller. But we make it work. The Switch, the accessibility settings on the Switch, not only good for dual hunting, they're also just good for single hunting. It's almost like accessibility options are meant for people who are having issues holding a controller. Shocking. Bread staple to trees. Oh, and bread staple to trees and chairs on the water are great ones. Avocados Gone Wild was also great. I don't know if it's still like active. Those are like classic Reddit subs though. But yeah, like I think like my homepage is mostly like techie things, Pokemon things, and then like a couple various small things that I found. But I'd always on my phone I would run out of that and switch to like the all, and that's a mistake every day. So it doesn't read the games, but even weirder was sometimes it would say no disc and sometimes it would say question, question, question. So the purple question definitely helped with the eeriness too. True. Interesting that it would say question, question, question. I guess like it's like completely confused and it's like I don't even know if you put a disc in me. That's interesting. I don't think I've ever had the question marks. I think I've had no disc, and I had to like reboot the system just because like it wouldn't read the definitely not legitimate GameCube or Game Boy player disc that I have. The more I drink this, the more I'm actually enjoying it. It's like that like spicy Mountain Dew. Thank you. I think Monster Cat's like copyright claim problem they had a couple months ago is finally sorted out. I hope. As I know like yeah, back right around. I think this also might have contributed to me being like, I just don't even want to deal with this for a while. Yeah, I know it was like the last couple streams I did. I'd always like open YouTube to like 200 new copyright claims that were all on songs that are part of like the Monster Cat gold package I subscribe to. I think they've sorted it out because I think most of those cleared on my channel. But yeah, that was annoying for a bit. But yeah, no, the music selection's decent. Has enough stuff for there to be like some variety. Playing this again one because with GameCube you found was 2 Pokemon Coliseum discs that you want to see work and as they don't look scratched up. Oh, nice. You know, I think one of my GameCubes was technically Japanese. I don't know if it still is or if it got modded to like read North America discs. I know GameCube games are region locked. So like fingers crossed I can get them to work. But for my birthday, my girlfriend got me Coliseum and XD in Japanese as well as Stadium. So like I need an N64 now, effectively. But I have those now and I want to play them. It'd be fun to play those on stream. It'd be fun to shiny hunt. Do like the crazy shadow Pokemon shiny hunts. That'd just be one of those super crazy, super fun hunts to do at some point. Along with, admittedly, like, Jirachi, which I have no excuse not to do. The GameCubes are right there. I just don't have them hooked up. So that would be fun to get started again, to do some more of that stuff. Hey, welcome back. I'm very glad this is the hunt I picked to come back to, because, like, it being a runaway hunt is so nice in comparison to, like, the general soft resets of BDSP, which I know, like, I think everyone is still very, not, like, tainted, but everyone's opinions of these are skewed from everyone doing those starter hunts, which not only had the horrible reset time, but also the horrible cutscene time. I'm so glad there's none of that here. There's this, that's it. I'll take that. With no soft reset time, I'll take that. Stating this fun, though, Gen 1 shenanigans exist. Hey, that's part of the fun, though, right? You had to do it with only rentals making a lot of RNG round 2. Seems unbeatable with rentals, though. It'd be fun. It'll be fun to play it. I just gotta get a system for it, you know? So upset Arceus and Darkrai have the cutaway angles before the fight? What do you mean? Like, in the same way that, like, Dialga Palkia had? Or are they, like, different? I'm fine with, like, super tiny little things like this. And I'm okay with the Dialga Palkia one, because I believe they showed the Pokemon as a shiny. So, like, you saw it earlier. Resets are like 70 seconds. Ooh. That's rough. Granted, most of that I think is still the boot up time of BDSP, because it's like more than a soft reset, but not a hard reset. Part of you wants to do the Gen 1 Mewtwo hunt, but then you'd have to finish the Gen 1 games on your DS, and that sounds miserable. I'd like to. I think it'd be fun to do a Gen 1 hunt sometime. I don't know when that would. I think that would have to happen after I've exhausted so many other different ways of hunting, right? Like all the various mythicals in Switch games, gone back and completed like dexes in Gen 7 and 6. Like we'd have to do a lot to get me to a point where I'm like, I really want to do this. But I think it'd be fun to do a ton of those like really quirky hunts. See it from like 3 different sides, then the fight starts. About 45 seconds for the loading screens, but in-game it could have been so much faster. That's fair. Pokemon Stadium is the only game that you've never finished till this day. Really? The only game ever. You've finished every other game. Every other game in existence, Juan is just like the completionist. Juan got the Stanley Parable achievements without cheating. Hey, Plushko, what's going on? Long time no see. How's it going? Yeah, it's been a while. Mostly due to myself. My own absence. But yeah, how's it going? Welcome. Getting 10 trophies and beating all the gym leaders in Elite Four and do it again, but at night, no way you can do it rental only without insane luck. I can imagine, yeah. That's something you've got 80% of the available use on shiny legendaries and beast balls. Dang. I'm slightly over halfway on shiny legendaries and use some. I think I'm in Gen 5. I think I'm on Terrakion? I think I'm on Terrakion. If I'm not mistaken. I think like we left that off in the middle of Terrakion. And I've caught all of the Gen 1, 2, 3, 4, and the start of Gen 5 all in regular Pokeballs, which I guess isn't quite the same as Beast Balls, but it's kind of my goal, is every shiny I catch, I want to be in a regular Pokeball. Still missing Terrakion, Venusaur, Giratina, Rayquaza, Kyogre, Raikou, Landorus, Tornadus. Then you're done. Alright, nice. I guess I forget that I probably just built my head. I forget that, like, Gen 5 is effectively like the end, outside of Ultra Beast, because like Gen 6 only has 2 Pokemon in the wormholes. Like crossing over Gen 3 is end of Gen 3 is effectively the midpoint in terms of numbers and in terms of generation numbers and in terms of in terms of like just the Pokemon number. But it's not split even. Like Gen 4 and 5 is loaded with them. And then Gen 6 has 2. Even worse, the Gen 1 Mewtwo. I get Gen 1 Mew, you have to glitch your game first. Yeah, no problem. Just Xerneas and that's all. Yeah, exactly. Like, they're good ones, there's just not many of them. Eevees are the best legendaries. I basically was treating them as Gen 7 legendaries in terms of my hunting. I expected that to finish way more quickly than it did, seeing as it's still not completed. When I started that in like February or March of 2019, that would have been, no, it would have been earlier than that. February or March of 2017. Yes. I thought it would take like the summer. Instead, Regice took the whole summer. Then like other games came out and I started taking breaks, and I took a big break in like March 2018 for like a year, and then we got back into that a little bit, and then we started doing other stuff, and like still going on that. Something I thought would take less than a year is like 4 or 5 years later still going. I have 2 shiny Ultra Beastas, Katrina, Sagataka. Nice. Groundhog and Kyogre, no Combine and Bulk up, and they're constantly buffing themselves to +6. Literally have to go make a Smeargle with Topsy-Turvy to counter the non-stop buffing. Harvest Legendary Skill Swap. And a ton of Pokeballs along with a tank. I think I also got lucky with catching those two. They didn't take very long to catch, if I'm not mistaken. I'd have to go look back at my channel to see for sure. Xurkitree did the wormholes and you think it was like 3,000 resets? Dang. Easy counter for Kyogre is Shedinja. Can't sleep it though. Eh. Just have a lot of Pokeballs. Problem solved. Beast Balls drop to a 1% catch though. Sleep is just the best. That's fair. That's fair. Using Beast Balls definitely makes it worse. It's like literally it's the one type of ball that makes it worse than a Pokeball. Worst you ever had was a 4-hour battle of Lugia? Jesus. Dude, that's ridiculous. I'm trying to think the longest I had, and I think it might be Latios. I think Latios took like 120 Pokeballs from me to catch, which was nerve-wracking because it used over half of my Pokeballs. So I was like, I don't always bring this many into battles. What the heck? Unfortunately, it caught them. Aside from that, there were some Pokemon that were just close to wiping me out. Because I prep decently, but I don't, like, prep, like, till the end of the world, right? Like I effectively accept a certain amount of risk. I don't think it's very reasonable to not. I think, like, there's a certain amount of, if it's gonna happen, it's gonna happen. So, like, I roll with that, but yeah, like, some of those battles just get to the point where, like, I wish I had done more. Like, done more prep. Lugia knew Ancient Power, and the battle was dragged on so long, it was a T+4 for AP boost, dang. Yeah, I was at +4, that's crazy. Yeah, like my strategy is solely to keep that Pokemon alive, which does put me in the situation of a lot of times my Pokemon will not stay alive, they will get KO'd. Strangely fun though, nice to just relax and hunt for a couple of days and then toss the oddball when it appears. Oh yeah, no, like I love shiny hunting because there was some like troll in here earlier saying like, oh, waste of time, and then mention like perler beads, and it's like, I won't make fun of that. I think those are kind of neat, but like it's the same thing effectively, right? Like if you're actually thinking rationally and not like just trying to be inflammatory, like you just sit there and you fill out a pattern or make a pattern or whatever for a while, and then you like finish it up and you do something, you do another one. It's the same kind of thing, right? Like you get in the groove. I can shiny hunt while I watch Netflix or do whatever. I can talk with friends while I do it. You know, like you can do all these things while, you know, like you can just like do it for a bit and chill out, right? Like it's relaxing, you know? It might not be the same for everyone, but just like maybe weirdly, like some of these monotonous tasks are just kind of nice to sit and do for a bit, right? Like there's an end goal, and if you get it, it's awesome and it's fantastic to get, but if you don't get it, I spent 2 hours relaxing, playing Pokemon. Yeah. To no avail today, but tomorrow it'll happen and it'll be cooler, because it was like, hey, 2 days to find this. Not gonna lie, the Furlby thing made me chuckle. I mean, it's just people coming in trying to get a reaction. It's like, if that's actually what's like the fun part to you, that is a little bit sad. But like, I'm not gonna, it doesn't bother me. Like, welcome to the internet. If you're upset by someone saying, I do perler beats, you're wasting your time. Like, you shouldn't be here, but if you think that's gonna like, if you think that's like a serious thing, like, it's not the place for you. If that does get under your skin, not the place for you. Publicly facing on the internet might not be your thing. But I don't know, I'm also like 75% sure they were just trolling, because it's such an outrageous thing to bring up as like the other, I do perler beads, you should get a life. Like, it's just hilariously weird. Like, and again, not judging perler beads, I don't care, do what you want. Like, it's like people who knit in their free time. So you're doing something, you know? People like to just be doing things to keep them occupied. Mine's in a video game. How dare you have fun, right? Like, how dare you enjoy your time peacefully and without hurting anyone, you know? Your problem's not being prepared. Shh. We don't need to call me out that hard. Yusum is also amazing for hunts. SOS off resets are so fast. Yeah. Yeah, no, honestly, Yusum's great, because you have all of the hunting from Sun and Moon, which SOS is fantastic, plus wormholes, plus the other reset hunts. Like, yeah, Yusum's a great set of games. I think the biggest issues that Yusum had was releasing as 2 games, so people were like, oh, why? Like, A, it looked like a money grab, as well as like sequels that weren't actually sequels. So so they didn't add as much as Sun and Moon did to the franchise, but they have everything from Sun and Moon. Therefore, like, objectively, they're better games. As much as I like Sun more. Next chat emote, a no fun allowed sign. I don't know how many members we still have. If they're not doing it for 2.5 months, I was surprised anyone had a rowlet next to their name when they came back in chat. But I don't know. I have to see how many members we have and how close we are to another emote. I think it'd be nice, like, actually, like, just commission some emotes that are, like, actually for chat. And, like, not just me throwing it together in, like, poor man's Photoshop, right? Like, actually kind of nice to do. Other hobby is literally fighting. The closest thing you have to friends IRL. Shiny is a great change of pace. My other hobbies are helping, like, build the thing below battle bots. Like, they don't break each other intentionally. It's not supposed to. They don't have saws and flamethrowers on them, but they're 120-pound robots that slam into each other and shoot, like, game objects all around, which I lose my voice at every competition, and I'm not even a student on one of the teams. I'm just a mentor. Or racing, which is definitely closer to an adrenaline junkie thing than anything else. Yeah, I want to come home, sit in a chair, and look for different colored hedgehogs, dang it. If you don't agree with me, you can get the hell out. No. The story is so copy-paste, it really was kind of crummy to bring them out of separate games. The definitive edition would still split in half. Yeah, I mean, that's what it was, right? Like, that's it's Gen 7's Emerald, but they released 2 games. Which, I get why they did it, because they didn't, or I get why they did it, it was money. But I can see why they also, like, Eclipse doesn't, I guess Eclipse could work, but, like, I see why they didn't as well. But yeah, it's strange. They didn't have a third legend, really. They had Necrozma, but, like, they still didn't integrate it with the story and stuff. Yeah, like, they're good games. It's just, yeah. It's like, they paraded around as 2 games when they should have been 1. Only bought these games for the Shiny Legends. I bought them to Shiny Hunt because I was streaming at the time, yeah. That's how it goes. And yeah, like, I don't mind that the story was the same. Emerald's story's not all that different from Ruby's, right? Like, Emerald's story just integrates both Ruby and Sapphire's stories together and adds a little tiny bit to, like, wrap them up as a pair. So, like, it makes sense. Honestly, if USUM was just Pokemon Eclipse or something else, and maybe slightly later, then it would have been better received. Yeah, I think, like, it coming out 1 year later is fine, given the like, you know, landscape of not many other Pokemon games existing at the time. That's one of the big things, right? Like, there weren't that many other Pokemon games out, you know? Like, we weren't getting a lot of side games at the time in the same way we were, like, in Gen 3 and Gen 4, so, like, it makes sense to, like, can't release another game. But if it had come out as, like, Eclipse, it just would have been the better one. But instead, it being, like, kind of sequels, kind of not, like, it made no sense to me. That's a lie. Also, bought for Stakataka's precious Lego boy. Fair. Fair enough. I'm gonna bounce. Alright, see you later, one. Yeah, we're probably gonna wrap up the stream here soon. I didn't realize it's been 3 hours. This has flown by. We'll definitely be doing more of these, though. I absolutely enjoy being back in this. It's been too long. It's been way too long. And I'll work a little bit more on audio stuff, because I think effectively what happened is I am quieter now, more so than the music's louder. think the music is a little bit louder, but I think it's in relation. Seishian? Again, sorry, I probably, or Seishijan? Seishian? I don't know how to pronounce it. I'm sorry, I horribly mispronounced it, but thank you for the sub, I appreciate it. I'm probably going to take this wrist brace off for a while. Just like ice my hand. Is that right? It's a difficult looking name. It indeed is. Indeed. I try my best though. I don't want to just like be like, it's hard to, it looks hard to pronounce. I'm not even going to try. Like, I want to at least try. If nothing else, you get the ability to laugh at me for just being horribly wrong with your name, right? Like, I mean no ill will. To your own credit, no one has been able to say it right yet, from the people you sub to on streams. Alright, I'll take that, I'll take that. Like, it's not the only one. Seriously, I appreciate the sub though, man. It means a lot. Everyone already did their streams today. Gosh. It's so hard to type right now, guys. Basically, so here's the problem at the moment for me, okay? Wrist brace makes it hard to bend my hand forward because the whole idea is it doesn't let you, right? Like, that's the point. So it's hard to get my hands down to tight, or like this hand down to tight. I can bend these fingers well enough to do it. These two don't like it, and it also really doesn't, my ring finger doesn't like it, and my middle finger bends down too much. It hurts. So typing is difficult. And I mentioned earlier in the stream, I'm like the only developer on my team right now, so like, oh man, we're not gonna get a lot done. And I was like, hey, bad news. My job's all about typing. I can't do that well right now. I know typing. I type badly. So yeah. It hurts. I was just trying to find someone streaming to do a raid, keep the raid train going. If we got the people here for it. Text to speech. No. I don't need chat knowing what I search in the middle of stream. Hey, Shiny Eevee, what's going on? Welcome to the stream. If I do, I'll just scream it out. Like, you know, Alexa. And just like make everyone who has one and doesn't have headphones on just immediately search the weirdest stuff. Right before spring, you slipped on black ice on the way to work and had to wear a brace for 2 weeks. Totally stuck not being able to use half of one hand. Yeah, right. Fortunately, it's my right hand and I am left-handed, so like 90% of the stuff I do is okay. But you very quickly realize how much you need like to move your hand side to side, or like back and forth to do something. And it's like, I can't do that. Been a while, huh? It has been a while. It has indeed been a while. I took a break from streaming. I was feeling like I was getting burnt out, and I had a few other things going on that were keeping my life pretty hectic. So I figured it was best for me to just take the break before, like to willingly take the break before I was like forced to take the break. Because it would have been way longer if I had done that. So, yeah. Lucky it was your dominant hand. When I had your slip, I had to learn how to use the other hand. Oh, that's unfortunate. Yeah. My biggest thing is driving my car is difficult because, like, shifting is hard, especially shifting into reverse because I have to, like, pull the lock up on my shifter and put it in. And that's hard using this hand because I want to pull it up with 2 fingers. They don't bend too well, or hurt when they bend. They bend fine until I put load on them. That's really the thing. Fortunately, like, it's not shattered or something. I was a little bit nervous that... So what had happened, you know? Get a self-driving car? No, I like driving. Driving is one of the things that calms me down the most. If I am having a crappy day and I'm just in a horrible mood, like, do not want to talk to anyone, do not want to do anything, everything is annoying me, like, I'm about to just, like, punch a wall, I'll just get in my car and drive. I don't care if I end up in traffic, I don't care if I end up with someone who's just, like, a complete, like, jerk on the road, doesn't matter. I just like driving, it calms me down. I will not give that up until, like, I can, like, not avoid it, you know. But yeah. I mean, I got the injury while in a vehicle, a small vehicle, but a vehicle nonetheless, you know. So, like, it happened on, like, it happened in, like, a, like, 14 lap race or something. Or like a 16 lap race. 16 laps sounds right. 16 lap race. It happened on lap like 3 or 4, like max. Yeah, it was like lap 3, maybe lap 4. It happened. I finished the race before going and like telling anyone that my hand hurt because like I didn't want to not race. I was worried. I was that like the adrenaline was just keeping me from feeling anything, and I was gonna like pull my glove off and realize that my glove was like the only thing keeping shape in my hand because you know I got hit hard. It got hit hard. Like I knew it wasn't a good idea to keep going, but I was like, nah, I'm getting the points. I'm finishing. So I was like, this is probably dumb on my part. I might ruin it more. Started Pokemon Y Shiny only run and decided to get a Shiny Froakie later with the student method. Almost 10 hours in and still no Shiny. Don't even have the bug badge. Dang. I still think that's the right call though. I think that's the right call. I think sitting through the Gen 6 soft resets for the starters is like ridiculous. Like it's just like an effort in patience that doesn't need to be like tested. I am quite sad though with this that like I probably shouldn't and won't race tomorrow, which is usually the day I go racing. I probably can't race like over the weekend either. I don't think I would have. I'll be at a racetrack, but it won't be for me to race. But yeah, very unfortunate. Is Gen 6 worse than BDSP soft reset time? I don't actually know. It has a massive cutscene. It's at the very least, it's in the realm of the BDSP cutscene for starters. Better like actual soft reset time, like in terms of like the game booting back up, but the cutscene itself is pretty bad. I think you also have to interact with multiple prompts during it, which sucks, if I'm not mistaken. Well, you have to go through a lot. Catch you later. Gonna go chill for the rest of the night. Alright, I got you back. We're probably also gonna wrap up. We're gonna do one more encounter here, and then we're gonna do a raid. I'm gonna see if there's anyone live. I always ending right at the hour is always a little bit awkward, right? Because like people are switching it up. We gotta stream to raid. We gotta stream. So definitely, if you're still here, stick around for another minute. Let's do one more encounter, and then let's do a raid. Hashtag mindless raid. Yeah, let's pick the nickname. Yeah, like that sucks. It sucks having to do that whole prompt. About the same level of time, especially because of meeting all the rivals. Yeah. All right, guys. Final encounter. I want to do a drum roll, but only one hand. Alright, but guys, we're going to go ahead and wrap up. Thank you all for being here. It was a blast being back. I don't know exactly when the next stream will be, but it won't be as far out as the last one was. We'll do it soon. But yeah, thank you guys for being here. I really appreciate it. Let's do this raid. Hashtag mindless raid when you go over there. But yeah, guys, thank you for being here. I will catch you all next time, and until then, take care.